As you can imagine, there are a lot of regulations around infections and workplace safety. Some of these may not affect you in the work you do, but others will. Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 established the key duties and responsibilities of all employers and employees in work settings. It requires employers to have written health and safety policies and procedures in place, including those for infection prevention and control. Public Health Control of Disease Act 1984, as amended by the Health and Social Care Act 2008, and the Public Health Infectious Diseases Regulations 1988. The regulations set out a list of highly infectious diseases that must be reported. Infections and diseases must be reported so that the spread of infections and diseases can be managed and monitored effectively. Food Safety Act 1990, the Food Standards Act 1999, and the Food Hygiene Regulations 2006. The regulations set out safe working practices that must be complied with by premises where food is handled, prepared, cooked and served. The Food Standards Act established the Food Standards Agency to monitor food safety and standards to minimize the risk of contaminated food. Personal Protective Equipment at Work Regulations 1992. Employers must provide employees free of charge with personal protective equipment such as gloves and aprons to provide protection against infections. The regulations require employees to comply with their employer's agreed ways of working when using and disposing of PPE during activities. Workplace Health, Safety and Welfare Regulations 1992. Employers must ensure that workplaces are environments where risks to general health and safety are minimized, including in relation to infection control. Management of Health and Safety at Work Regulations 1999. Employers must assess the risks to the health and safety of their employees and others in the workplace. This includes the risks from harmful pathogens when carrying out work activities. It also requires employees to take care of their own and others' health and safety, including in relation to infection control. Control of Substances Hazardous to Health Regulations 2002. Employers and employees must manage the risks that harmful pathogens can cause, i.e., infections and diseases. The regulations also require employers and employees to use, store and manage hazardous substances safely. Environment Protection Duty of Care Regulations 1991, as amended 2003. Controlled waste must be disposed of safely by setting out how waste awaiting disposal must be stored. Hazardous Waste, England and Wales Regulations 2005. Safe practices must be followed when disposing of different types of waste, including waste that has a potential to cause harm through infection, i.e. used dressings and sharps. The Reporting of Injuries, Diseases and Dangerous Occurrence Regulations 2013. Employers must report and keep records of work-related accidents which cause deaths, certain serious injuries, referred to as reportable injuries, reportable work-related illnesses, and certain dangerous occurrences, i.e. incidents with the potential to cause harm.
For more information on our infection control courses, and indeed all of our other courses, please visit our website at learnabubble.com. Goodbye.